Hey everyone, how are you? Dr. Jill Wener here. I'm a tapping practitioner and a meditation teacher, author, podcast host, anti-racism educator. And I wanted to offer something today for anyone who may be processing the results of the trial yesterday, which of course is, of all possible outcomes, the best outcome, but doesn't reverse the fact that he's dead. Ma'Khia Bryant is now dead and at the hands of police. And there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. And there's a lot of really confusing mixed emotions. There's a lot of white folks feeling stuff. There's a lot of everyone, all human beings, or a lot of human beings are feeling things now, and they're feeling different things. And not everyone has words for it. A lot of my Black friends have said that they're numb, and that's actually a trauma response. And that's a very, in this setting, it's a healthy trauma response. It's allowing people to not get so re-triggered or re-traumatized in this moment. So what I'd like to do today is offer a tapping sequence that will help race, culture, ethnicity, that will help us to get into the body and process some of the stuff that we're feeling in our body that we may not be able to say the words for, that we may not have the words for. And honestly, because everyone's lived experience of this, of George Floyd's murder itself, the year that's come since then, all the time before that racism has been happening, and the experience through this trial and the experience yesterday, everyone's different. And as I do tapping sequences, I get into the heads of people and I anticipate what they might be thinking. And it's not appropriate right now because I don't know what people are thinking. But what I do know is that everybody feels their emotions in their body and has the emotions and stresses. And so this can help anybody. And it doesn't require any words other than describing the sensations that we're feeling in our bodies. I did a similar one to this a couple weeks ago. So what I would like you to do is get a piece of paper and pen, and I'll talk a bit about my reaction yesterday as I was watching the verdict. I felt in my body. I knew it was coming. I was watching the seal on the video, like waiting for the judge to come out. I felt this kind of sense of anxiety and the collective something in my chest before. And then as he's reading it, starting to read it, I felt my heart pounding literally out of my chest. It was very unexpected and not something that I've ever really felt before, but it was almost like a panic attack, like heart racing. And so that's the reaction I had. Now, everyone watching it may have a different reaction, but I just kind of want to share some of the emotions that were in my body. And those calmed down pretty quickly after the verdict was read. But some of the things you may have experienced and may continue to be experiencing: numbness. You may be experiencing like a nauseated feeling, or a pressure in your chest, or a fluttering in your stomach, or a weight in your shoulders, and whatever you're feeling is fine. And if you aren't able to connect with what you're feeling in your body, that's okay too. And you can just tap on, even though I'm not able to connect with how I'm feeling in my body right now, and then see what comes up. So I'm going to go through this tapping sequence. You can share it with whoever you want to share it with, because again, it's all based on our individual experience and not something that I'm going to give you a script on what to say in terms of your thoughts, but it's all based on what your lived experience is in your body with this event yesterday, and life proceeding and life moving forward past that. So take a pen and paper, write down what you're feeling in your body and the intensity of what you're feeling in your body. So 0 being none at all, 10 being probably what I experienced yesterday was a 10 out of 10. And I'd say right now there's just for me, like a heaviness in my body. So in my chest, and like a little bit behind my eyes, like a feeling like I might cry. So I'm going to tap on that. Again, this is my lived experience of it, which is going to be different from yours. So fill in the blanks with whatever you're feeling. I'm just guiding you through this process. And how intense is it? For me right now, it's just like a 4 or a 5. As I'm talking about it a little bit more, it gets a little bit more intense, which is normal. And we're just going to start tapping. And I really encourage you to do is get as descriptive as possible about the physical sensations in your body. So if there's like a blech feeling or a feeling or a oh God, I can't take another one feeling, like say that out loud. An inner scream or a outer scream, whatever it is, get as visceral and nitty gritty with it as possible, because that will help to process this. And this is not, I should share, this is not brushing away these emotions or these physical, the way the emotions are felt in our body. This is not spiritual bypassing. This is not saying, oh, I want to feel love and light and ignore the feelings I'm feeling in my body. It's processing them in a healthy way that will allow some relief from the stress of yesterday and today and before and maybe after. This is a technique that can be used anytime. It doesn't have to be used just right now. So this is a way to process it healthy, so that like we don't have to we can conserve our energy for the things we want to give our energy to, rather than giving it away to things that are tragic and devastating that we don't have control over, and choosing to put our energy in places where we can make a difference. Okay, so we're going to start here on the karate chop point. I'm going to say I love and accept myself. You can, if that's not good for you, you say I accept and forgive myself, or I'm willing to love and accept myself, or I'm a good person, whatever works for you. But I like to say love and accept myself. All right, so we'll start here. Even though I'm feeling, and we're not talking about emotions at all. This is just the physical sensations. Even though I have this 5 out of 10, it's almost like a pit in my stomach, pressure in my chest, and a tingling sensation behind my eyes, like I'm going to cry. I love and accept myself. And now you'll repeat back after me with whatever you're feeling. Don't fill in what I'm feeling in my body. Fill in what you're feeling in your body. Even though I have this 5 out of 10 pit in my stomach, pressure in my chest, and tingling feeling behind my eyes, like I'm going to cry. I love and accept myself. And let's do it a third time. Even though I have this 5 out of 10 pit in my stomach, pressure in my chest, tingling behind my eyes, like I'm going to cry. I love and accept myself completely. Top of the head, this pressure in my chest. This is inner corner of the eyebrow. This gnawing feeling in my stomach. Side of the eye. This tingling sensation behind my eyes, like I'm going to cry. And you may have like a fatigue. You may have a numbness. Talk about the numbness. Describe the numbness as much as you can, even though that may sound a little weird or confusing. This 5 out of 10 sensation in my body. And as I'm tapping right now, I'm feeling the behind my eyes getting a little stronger even, which is normal. It's okay. This tingling behind my eyes, like I'm going to cry. This pressure in my chest. This gnawing feeling in my stomach. This 5 out of 10 intensity in my body. This gnawing, sick feeling in my stomach. This heaviness in my chest. Heaviness, fluttering feeling in my chest. This tingling feeling behind my eyes, like I'm going to cry. All these sensations in my body. Letting me know that there's emotions to be processed. Feeling all these sensations, allowing them to be exactly what they are. This 5 out of 10 sensations in my body. In my chest, stomach, and eyes. Okay, let's pause, deep breath. So now's a good time to check in with how you're feeling. Some of the feelings may have shifted. The body sensations may have shifted. You may have had some signs of release of some of this energy. So a sigh, a yawn, tears, maybe some belching may happen, a feeling of fatigue. If you weren't already feeling that, that can be a sign that some of this is moving through. Just embrace all of that. And now just take note of whatever it is you're feeling in your body right in this moment. If it's changed from what you were just feeling, that's great. That's what's happening in your body. And rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. And right now I'm feeling kind of all the same things, but probably at a 2 or 3. So I'll stick with the 3, and I'm going to tap through again on those same sensations. This remaining 3 out of 10, gnawing feeling in my stomach. It's actually a little more prominent in my stomach now than in my chest. This heaviness in my chest that's somewhat improved. This tingling sensation behind my eyes like I'm going to cry. This gnawing sensation a little bit lower in my stomach. It's feeling a little stronger. All these sensations in my body. Letting myself feel everything that I'm feeling right now in my body. This pressure in my chest. This gnawing feeling in my stomach. This tingling pressure sensation behind my eyes. All these feelings in my body. All these body sensations. Feeling whatever I'm feeling. And allowing them to leave my body when they're ready to leave. Feeling lighter in my chest, less intense behind my eyes. Feeling this gnawing feeling in my stomach. This 3 out of 10 sensations in my body. Okay, let's pause, deep breath. Okay, so right now for me, I would say the gnawing feeling in my stomach is gone. The stuff behind my eyes is maybe like a 1. And my chest also feels pretty much gone. So I'm feeling a lot better physically. You may not be. You may have all sorts of other stuff coming up right now, and keep tapping through that. I'm going to move through now to tapping in some positive, continuing to talk about the body, but also acknowledging the fact that these sensations have left my body. Again, there's no right or wrong answer to this. So if you need to keep tapping on what's happening in your body, go to the beginning of this video, or you can, just do it on your own, however, whatever's working for you. And if at any point you're feeling too emotional, too intense in the body doesn't feel safe to you, stop. Keep your eyes open, ground yourself, feel your, back against wherever you're sitting, your feet against the floor. What are you seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting in this moment? And you may want to call someone to talk, or call a mental health professional, or your, somebody who's there to take care of you, because this has been a really powerful, profound time. And obviously what I'm doing here is not a substitute for mental health care. So whatever you're feeling right now, honor that. I honor that. I hold space for that. And I'm going to tap in through now a little bit of positivity. Feeling the pressure in my chest leaving my body. Feeling that tingling in behind my eyes leaving my body. Feeling that gnawing in my stomach. Resolving. These sensations are a sign that I'm going through something. And I'm processing in a human way, which is valid and beautiful. Feeling lighter and more regulated. All these sensations leaving my body and feeling more calm. Knowing that whenever I need to, I have this tool to come back to process what I'm going through without being so in my head about it. Okay, pause, deep breath. So I'm feeling pretty good. I may still have some pangs in my chest for the purposes of this video. I'm going to stop. Feeling a little bit light and some warmth coming down my arms in a positive way. So again, if this was helpful, I hope it was. Please let me know. And if it felt destabilizing for you, just remember to pause, stop, keep your eyes open, and ground yourself and get yourself back into the body and talk to somebody. You are not alone. This is a major, major event in the world that's been a culmination of so much, and you are not alone. And please reach out if you need anything to someone who is there to support you. And thank you so much. I hope you found this helpful, and have a wonderful day.